Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Welcome back. New. Daily Real News. Daily Real News. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. How y'all doing in the building, man? Make sure y'all like, sharing, and subscribing. And hit that notification bell for more content just like this. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it, man. We got a couple topics been going on. Let's really get to it, man. It's been a lot going on. I know y'all been waiting. Hear what we gotta say. Hear what Smooth gotta say. Let's get to it. Let's get right to it, though. We're gonna be speaking on a lot of topics. We got the Spirit Airlines closing. I know y'all tripping about that. Spirit Airlines. And it's been a whole lot of stuff going on with that. Been a whole lot of stuff going on with the Spirit. Got talking about Boston Richie. Everything he got going on. He got alleged rumors of him wanting stuff done to him. People saying he a part of the community. That's all I'm saying. Speak on that. He been ducking and dodging. He been ducking and dodging, man. Everybody been on his head. Y'all know what time it is. Boston Richie. We got to speak on it. It's messy. It's gossip. I don't want to touch on it, but it's trending. It's trending right now. So we gonna speak on that. We gonna speak on that. Cameron. He dissed Dame once again. Talking about do the dusky. It's crazy out here, man. What's going on in these streets, man? All right. 2027. That's gonna be the first topic we speak on. They're gonna have cars that's gonna be spying on you. If you under the influence, you can't drive. It's gonna have a kill switch in it. So we definitely gonna talk about that. It's gonna have facial recognition, all that, all the above. Coming soon to a vehicle near you, dealership near you. Beware, beware. And also, Stephon Diggs found not guilty in chef attack. SA. There was a lot of SA allegations on that. But let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it. Daily Real News, Daily Real News. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let's get right to it, man. First topic, 2027. What's going on out here? It's getting real, man. It's getting spooky, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Daily Real News. Let's go.
And the member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Kentucky.
Mr. Chair, I rise in support of our amendment. This is co-sponsored by Mr. Perry from Pennsylvania and Mr. Roy from Texas. And I regret that we have to offer this amendment. What I'm going to describe will probably sound like a bad science fiction movie, but that's what's written into law. Right now in law, that's going to be implemented it says for 2026 and beyond. Now, the reality is the technology doesn't exist, but that doesn't keep legislators from imagining things that they would like to do to infringe on civil liberties. But there is a law that states that every vehicle manufactured is going to have a kill switch in it. The car itself will monitor your driving. And if the car thinks that you're not doing a good job driving, it will disable itself. So the car dashboard becomes your judge, your jury, and your executioner. Imagine this. We got a snowstorm coming. A mom takes her kids out. They're going to the grocery store. It's snowing. They're trying to get some groceries before the big storm hits. She swerves for a pothole. The neighbor's pet gets in the way, swerves for that. First responder goes by. She pulls over. Her car says, "You got one more swerve, and then we're going to ground you." There it is. The next thing she has to avoid, an icy patch in the road. The car has adjudicated her as unsuitable for driving. It disables the vehicle, and there she's stranded. My question is, how do you appeal your sentence once your car, the technology in your car, has judged you to be incapable of driving. Once it's disabled you and your children at the side of the road, how do you appeal that? Do you press a button on the dashboard? Do you start talking to an AI? What if it really was somebody who was drunk? Are you really going to send a police car after this? Disabled vehicle? Do we have the resources to do that? There's going to be so many false positives. The technology is unworkable. That's why the DOT is still in the rulemaking process, asking for feedback on how this thing could even exist. And it's just a bad idea, but it's in law. And so our amendment would defund that. And with that, I'd like to reserve the balance of my time.
The police officer at the scene told
How y'all feeling about that, man? How y'all feeling about that? It's crazy out here. 2027, they trying to put a kill switch in your car. They trying to be the judge inside the car. I'm hearing they gonna be having, if you go over the speed limit, they gonna stop your car and contact the police, man. What's going on, man? Hashtag keep old school cars alive, man. For real. We gotta keep driving these old schools out here. I'ma say 2020 and under. You know, I know y'all be wanting all the new technology. Everybody do. Me, myself included. But, man, it's getting real out here, man. You're going to have to take a real risk. Driving these new cars with this new technology, this AI, facial recognition. It's going down, man. They not playing for real. It's just wild right now, man. It's very wild. You gotta just be careful. Can't trust these cars, man. If they feel like you intoxicated, they're gonna get the kill switch. It's all been building up to this if y'all can't realize what's going on. It's all been building up to this, man. That's why they've been doing the facial recognition, all these things, all these years to get us comfortable with it, get us society, you know what I'm saying, feeling like it's normal. Feeling like it's normal. Yeah. So be on the lookout. 2027, them cars gonna have them kill switches in. But next topic, let's get to it. Spirit Airlines. Spirit Airlines ends all operations. And it's going down out here, man. No more Spirit. I never liked Spirit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Spirit always treated me like shit. I ain't gonna lie. Always was a situation on the flight. All that. So I never really liked Spirit. Never really cared for them. I flew them a lot of, I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say a handful of times. But besides the price, they wasn't that good. It wasn't that good of a ride. Seats hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that comfortable. I'd rather stick with Southwest. I ain't gonna lie to you, but let's going on. Let's see what's going on. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's hit this news clip. Brought to you by CNN. We gonna see what's going on, man. They gonna break it all the way down for y'all. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Daily Real News presented to you by Real Conversation Podcast Network. Let's get right to it, man.
Spirit Airlines is going out of business. The airline said early this morning that it has begun shutting down operations. It's also canceled all upcoming flights. This is what customers see when they go to the Spirit website. The discount carrier says customer service is no longer available. It's also advising passengers not to come to the airport and to rebook their travel on different airlines. 17,000 workers are now out of a job. Passengers, they're scrambling to make other travel arrangements. The final Spirit flight touched down at Dallas-Fort Worth International just after midnight. Air traffic controllers and other airline pilots, they were heard wishing the Spirit pilots well as they made their final descent.
Hey, Spirit, Smith guys at American. Good luck to y'all. Sorry to hear what happened.
Is there any other Spirit flights coming in after us?
You might be the last one. Well, it was a pleasure working with you guys, and I wish you the best.
Same here. Thank you very much.
Well, the soaring jet fuel costs, which have nearly doubled since the start of the war with Iran, Well, they derailed Spirit's plans to emerge from its second bankruptcy. Spirit and the Trump administration also failed to come to a last-minute bailout deal before the airline, I should say, on Friday. CNN's Gloria Pazmino is live at LaGuardia Airport, one of the Spirit hubs. Did people take the warning and not show up? What are you seeing?
Well, Victor, hopefully if you're one of the more than 1 million passengers whose flights are now canceled, you know that you should be checking your email, checking your airline app, and not coming to the airport. But despite that, we have run into at least 2 people in the past hour who came in here thinking that they were going to be able to fly out. They told me that they simply had not checked their email. They did not realize that their flights had been canceled. This is Terminal A in LaGuardia Airport. It's a small terminal, but it is the Spirit Airlines hub at this airport. And I want to show you what it looks like now. You see up in the board here, it tells you all of these flights that were scheduled for today to arrive here have been canceled. Now, the terminal right now is pretty empty. And if you walk up to one of these check-in monitors, check-in booths where you would have checked in if you were flying today, it tells you what's going on. We regret to inform you, Spirit Airlines has ceased global operations. And perhaps most frustratingly, it says customer service is no longer available. That's what passengers are going to have to be dealing with today and in the next few days as they try to rebook themselves on different airlines. Some of the people I spoke to just a minute ago told me that not only they did not realize that their flights were being canceled, they're not sure what they're going to do next. Now, if you would have come into this airport for a flight that was scheduled today, you would have walked right here to this departure gate. And I just want to show you what it looks like, that it is completely shut down. There's no access. And then there are these flyers everywhere just notifying people about the shutdown, telling them that essentially they are not going to be going anywhere today, telling them about the airline shutdown and directing them to other airlines. Now, let's talk about what's happened in the last few hours since we heard from Spirit Airlines announcing that they would be ceasing operation. It happened in the early hours of the morning after, like you said, they failed to get that $500 million bailout from the federal government. In many ways, Spirit Airlines made history in the airline industry for the past 34 years. They were considered sort of a maverick of the industry, right? They sold cheap tickets, but they charged you for almost everything else: water, printing your boarding pass, bringing on your bag. That was the model, and it was successful. At one point, Spirit Airlines was actually one of the fastest growing airlines in the United States, but that all started to change, especially after the other major airlines began to compete with them and provide some of those same options, including cheaper tickets. Now, as you said in the beginning, Victor, the last sort of nail on the coffin for Spirit Airlines in the past few months was, of course, the surging price of fuel. That was what made it so difficult for them to stay afloat. And as we heard from Spirit Airlines overnight, they're now ceasing their operation after 34 years in the industry. More than 17,000 people expected to lose their jobs, and millions of passengers are likely to be stranded in the next few days. Victor?
Gloria Pazmino.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Spirit is officially over with. No more Spirit Airlines, man. A lot of people sad. A lot of people glad, you know? But let's think of them actual customers that bought flights and all that once the airlines completely shut down. You got to think of them, man. They got families, they got places to be, people to go see, and things like that. And then they can't get there because the airlines just shut down. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to be at the airport and just hearing, oh, you don't have a flight back to your destination, or your flight has been canceled. Like, you know, then they said no customer service. We find out Spirits and finessed the game and got all their sales through the way, and then said we shutting down, no customer service. What, you got to sue them for your refund now? Spirit, man. Y'all was cool, but it's time we say goodbye. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's time we say goodbye, man. It's a wrap for Spirit, y'all. Let's give her a pump for Spirit, man. They did what they could, man. They was in business for over 30 years, they said. I heard a young 29 Black entrepreneur is trying to actually buy the airlines and make it the first Black airlines in history. So that'll be cool, you know. I support that. Not gonna lie to you. But far as Spirit, man, they did people. I heard a lot of horror stories, and I experienced some myself. I witnessed the cops come actually on the plane before we, took off. Like just straight ghetto ratchetness. I always called it Greyhound in the sky. It's always been a Greyhound in the sky to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. But it's been real for Spirit, man. Some gonna come right after. Probably mimic it as far as the cheap tickets. So you never know, man. It's room for improvement. They can come back, you know what I'm saying? Whole new name. Same type of protocol, so to speak, But we gotta keep it rolling. We gotta keep it rolling, man. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, catching the live stream. And we gotta just do what we gotta do and keep it rolling, man. Next trending topic. We gotta get to it. Boston Richey. Man, this is getting wild right here. Boston Richey, dog. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but y'all haven't heard. Boston Richey, he been accused of GAY rumors from X, but internet says he ain't denied the strap-on allegations. So he been accused of just, I don't know, telling this girl to bring him strap-ons. That's the type of stuff he into. He denies it. But we're gonna have to see for ourselves. Shout out Hookah Anonymous. Shout out Hookah Anonymous. Because we gotta get right to it, man. We definitely gotta get right to it. This is the video of Boston Richey responding, man. Shout out Hookah Anonymous for the content. He always dropping the content, man. Let's get to it. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below.
So it's not like she had to come out and expose it because everybody knew. But the fact that you was messing with her underage is kind of crazy.
But it get to the point, like, I don't went through everything with this girl, bro, from the lawsuits, bro, from the blackmailing me, put me in jail, nigga, I don't even name it, nigga, I don't went through this, nigga, I don't went through this with my chest up, nigga, my head up, nigga, my chest out, nigga, I don't went through this privately, nigga, just as a man, and it genuinely, and it kind of like, we don't speak on the real, Instagram, all the keeping up an image, we're gonna speak on the real, hurt when a mother you just sit right there and bash you, put a false narrative out on you, and say this about you, you this, and man, this is what it all come down to, because we broke up. You can't say I made a song about you. My song ain't about you. You know I got 100 girlfriends, from 1 million followers all the way down. I got 100 right now, 50 followers all the way to an M. And that's the reason we broke up. I can't stop cheating. But I move on gracefully, because get what, I done cheated and you done cheated too. But the difference in between B, I don't go to the internet and put out, Shawty do this, Shawty fuck this nigga, Shawty goddamn was over here with this nigga. I don't do that, bro. I protect you at all costs. I don't never speak on you negative. For the 2 years we've been in a relationship, you go on the internet, that nigga like bottom of my shoe. I still in my bed the next 2 days after that, in my bed. But I don't go on the internet and got a proof point. I don't live through ego. I don't live through none of that. I move gracefully with. We don't broke up. It don't been countless times. You don't went on screen like, this nigga this, this nigga goddamn, I use this nigga, I never loved him. If that's what the narrative you want to push, I still took it. I still okay. I deal with it. But get what? I move with a purpose, and I move with love. If I'm bossing up and a bitch feel like she love me for money, that's your down. That's your downfall. Cause I'm loving truthfully. Like my mom and dad have been married 33 years, bro. You can't think I don't know what real love. I can spot real love from across the street. I know you ain't love me, but I loved you.
See, and this is a contradicting self.
Boston Richie, y'all seen the footage, man. What's going on with dude? What's really going on with dude, man? Is he cool? Is he sick? I mean, is he slow? What's going on with dude? I don't know what Boston Richie talking about at this point, man. He went from this to that to that to this to over here to over there. He got 100 women and what? Answer the question, man. If you're gonna get online and waste our time and have us review this content, at least make it spicy, man. You feel what I'm saying? At least build some context to the statement. You just rambling. Like you done took a perk and you know what I'm saying? Just turned on the live and shit. Boston Richie, he cool. I like a lot of his songs. I ain't gonna cap, but personally, I don't know. He seemed like he on some. No, he get caught up all these freaky tales. I don't judge him, man. I ain't gonna go to what he do in the bedroom with who he did it with, what he ordered, what he had in the bedroom. He had a strap on. Hey, that ain't my business. I ain't in the bed with that man. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to his bedroom. I don't give a damn what he doing. You know what I'm saying? It holds no weight in my life, you know. But to each his own. Boston Richie, they gonna clown you on social media. You know this what it come with. That's why I feel like you never really got on the internet because you gonna say some shit like you just did that hold no value. Just having niggas clowning you for the next week or two. But Boston Richie, you gotta keep your shit a little more tighter, man. If you moving like you say you moving and you grooving and you got 30 women in the bed and whatever. Come on, man. Where them NDAs at, man? There need to be an NDA party around you, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you, slipping on your pimping, partner. Next topic. Stephon Diggs found not guilty in chef attack. So, you know, he was alleged of attacking, essaying his chef, you know, doing horrible things to her, taking advantage of her without consensual agreement. So this is the verdict. He found not guilty. We gotta let it be known. Because every time they say, you know, the allegations, they never follow back. But I'm surprised they following back with Stephon Diggs. Everybody covering it. So just make sure like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let's get right to the content.
Madam Forelady, has your jury agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
On count one, strangulation or suffocation, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
On count two, the charge of assault and battery, what is your verdict? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Madam Forelady, members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as the court has recorded it. Upon your oath, you say that the defendant is not guilty of the count of strangulation or suffocation and not guilty of the count of assault and battery. So say you, Madam Forelady?
Yes.
So say all members of the jury.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Jurors, please be seated for a moment. Everyone may be seated, thank you. Jurors, I told you during this trial and in my instructions that the verdict was your responsibility and your responsibility alone. Jurors, I want to thank each of you for your careful attention and your service throughout this trial. This case has involved a heightened level of public attention. Despite that, you have remained focused on the evidence presented in this courtroom and the law as I instructed you. That is exactly what is required, and it is essential to the fair administration of justice. I recognize that serving as a juror in any case can be demanding, and in a case such as this, it may have required additional patience and sacrifice. The court is grateful for the seriousness and integrity with which you have carried out your responsibilities. Now that your service is complete, you are free to discuss the case with others if you choose, but you are not required to do so. You should not feel any obligation to speak with anyone, including members of the media. If you are approached, you may simply decline. Whether or not to speak is entirely your decision. All I can say is that on behalf of the court and the parties, thank you again for your public service, and you are now excused with the thanks of the court.
Hey, man. People might say this and that about Stephon, but around here, black men found not guilty. We're gonna give him a round of applause, man. We're gonna give him a round of applause, man. I done heard a whole lot of freaky tales about him on the internet, but hey, you see what I'm saying? Once again, I ain't got nothing to do with Mr. Smooth, man. That's not my business. That's not my information. Really, I want to know, honestly. I'm just covering the trending topics, but he not guilty, man. And that chef, she gonna be humiliated. She not gonna get another job with a high client such as Stephon. So, like, you know, her career probably ruined. She probably gonna have to hide out for at least 2 to 3 years. You know, she tried to run that man name in the mud. I haven't really been following it like that, honestly. I'm just be honest with you. But I have seen headlines and this and that. But man, that's sad, man. That's sad she had to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Most likely was about some money. Let's be honest. Matter of fact, let's see this lady testifying. Let's see what y'all believe, man. Like, share, and subscribe, comment down below.
He smacked
He
you.
smacked me with an open hand.
Do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my
Do you know
face.
which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And then what happened?
And then he Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
You can take a minute.
Right. When I went up to push his hand, like block him, like block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with the crook of his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
When you were asked questions about what happened on December 2nd, you lied.
It did not change what happened on December 2nd.
I'm
It
gonna
did
try
not
my
change what happened on December the 2nd. He choked and slapped me.
Ms. Adams, I'm going to try my question again. Because you didn't think it was important. When you asked the questions of Dedham Police Officer Ellis on December 16th, you lied.
I did not.
She capping. She capping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. The lady even said it in the court. I feel like she was lying. With them tears and all that, I didn't fall for it, honestly. Whatever happened, if something actually did happen, I feel so sorry for her. I'm not trying to clown her and say she lying, but court said she lying. He was not guilty on all them charges. So that act she just did on the stand, that's why I don't be believing people on the stand. They can put their hand on the Bible and lie. They could not even believe in what the Bible, you know what I'm saying? They need to revamp that, even though I ain't with the courts or none of that, but I'm just saying, like, that don't mean somebody telling the truth. Like, honestly. that's just like, you know, that was a weak acting job. I'm sorry, like to her family, whatever, but I didn't believe that testimony. I just didn't. I'm just gonna be totally honest. I'm trying to get some clips up right here, y'all, of the next topic, but don't really think it's no clips, and I don't want to play the song for real. I really don't want to play the song, but yeah, man, that's really it. I was gonna speak on this last topic. Cameron drops new diss song against Dame Dash. It's not called Do the Rusky. It's actually called Do the Dusky. Dusky Part 2. He just dropped it. It's weak. I'm gonna be honest. It's weak. Y'all don't even need to go check it out. It's weak as hell. It's like he just trying to clown him, I guess, on the record. You know what I'm saying? I ain't picking sides. I respect both of them OGs in the game, Cam and Dame, but I've been influenced more by Dame. I feel like no Dame, no Cam. The Cam as we know him, the pink Range Rover Cam. You know what I'm saying? The iconic Cam as we know him today. But it's corny to me overall. That shit just corny, and it need to be squashed and it need to be handled like man, and not everything on these interviews and doing everything for clickbait and for viewership, whatever. I feel like they can make a bag coming together bigger than the bag they're making now against each other. But that's what it is, man. I had to skim through these topics. We ain't been touching on the topics in a while, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, comment down below. Hit that notification bell for more content just like this. Till next time, man, we gone, man. End the week strong. Keep hustling, keep grinding, man. It's your boy, Mr. Smooth. We out.